Ang batasan niya. Ano eh?
Oh.
Wala mo bit, okay. Ano ba yun, okay? Tingnan ba? Okay.
Which one?
That's okay. Okay. Very good, sir.
Comfortable.
Honey, listen to me.
Comfortable.
Listen to me, darling.
Leather and
I got to move my clothes. I just colored.
I had it all lined up.
No, that's better. I'll put that in.
I straighten them inside out.
Anyway. Develop this. I'll do that later. Yung tarap natin.
that accent.
What accent?
Well, the way you say crowd and whistle.
Oh, I talk that way.
Why?
This isn't a trial about drugs. This is a murder trial that resumes in 15 minutes. So if you have something to say to me, I need to hear it right this second.
Carlo bragged about killing Kofi. He told me the kid came to his cell and he split his head open like a watermelon.
His words. Watermelon?
His words.
What else?
Gina, Carlo's mom,
What about him?
she made sure Carlos got to OPP that night. She used me to help with that. Gina Baxter pulled the strings on the whole thing. I know a lot more than just this trial. So give me a good fucking deal, because this is just the start.
You want me to have him cleaned up? No. Leave him exactly as he is. He's the real deal. I want the jury to smell the fear coming off him.
About being reviled and criticized, but it's that activity that makes the art important. And I think she's shown extreme courage and strength in doing her work. So to me, that's an inspiration.
When I came to New York in the 60s, I was very young. I was moving between San Francisco and New York. And I discovered the Studio Museum fairly early. Everything happened there. It was a focal point for anybody who was interested in culture. And so I became sort of interested to be a part of that group and wanted to be a part of that group of intellectuals and artists asking questions about the moment in which we live.
Shortly.
What immortal hand or eye in my fearful symmetry?
Symmetry.
Well built.
After I show him how to knock this guy out, get this big feed, see? Then they bring this quail out. Yeah? Well, then what happened? Oh, man, come on. There's the star. Well, she and Charlie begin to dance. Yeah. And before you know it, she's inviting him up to her apartment. Yeah. That's cute. Well, Charlie, perfect man of the world, gives me the sign, seeing me. Like, whoa. Just like that. Charlie, February 9th, July. Hello, Charlie. Well. George. She was drawing your picture? Yeah. She's got a big roll of big paintings and statues and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna see her again. She gave you the bummer. Wise guy. Let me see. Look, she drew his picture. Hey, look, Burl. Doesn't look like you. Oh, no. What are you getting sore about? So. Hi, Mr. Quinn. He was at the fight. Yeah, I saw him. You know what that guy had? Sitting right at the ringside. Come on. Look through. Come on, don't be a dope. Hit him while you're hot. Okay. Hillary is strong. You see that, Charlie? Like the fight tonight, Mr. Quinn? Good. How'd you like that quick knockout Charlie made? I've seen knockouts before. Everybody said it was sensational. You ever meet Charlie personally, Mr. Quinn? Usually. This is Charlie Davis. Hello. How about you take a hand? I set up a few money fights around. Charlie's on his way up. Charlie's a great fighter, Mr. Quinn. He's got the natural stuff. He's got the style. A little training. So what? He won the amateurs. So what? Kids win this and that every day. Oh. One out of 100 place rotation, one out of 1,000 less working. That's what you call it. Tell your boy to get himself an honest job. Nobody's asking him for coffee or donuts. See that, Mr. Quinn? It's a natural fight. You got a chance. Good evening, Father. Good evening, champion. We had a delegation tonight. They congratulated your parents. Better to win than to lose. The other boy, you're a good champion. That's only a prize for my mom's sport. Fine. I saw what she did. Right your room. We'll take care of her. If he should be a professional fighter, all we gotta do is raise $10 or $15 for equipment. We can deal with the dough. Evening, Mrs. Davis. Evening, Mr. Davis. That's the election. Yeah. So now you'll be a professional sport and make a living, knocking their teeth out, smashing their noses, breaking their heads in. Sportsman, this is what you want? Oh, losing number is close. 20 years ago, I wanted to move to a nice place where I thought you'd grow up a nice boy and learn a profession. But instead, we live in a jungle, so we can only be a wild animal. The guy makes the east side like Columbus makes America. It's possible to find the energy storm with a small gas now. Find investment. Next door, a speakeasy across the street, a pool room. Loafers on the corner, children like fools. But I helped with the JP Morgan reduce the fancy. I would have opened a fancy store, but we could have lived the rich. Charlie would be worried if I'm a fool. You think I want to spend the rest of my life selling kids 2-cent soda? Mr. Davis, give me a penny candy. Mr. Davis, give me a pack of cigarettes. Mind the baby, make my ranch. Well, not me, Ma. Understand? Not me. I don't want to end up like Pop. Don't talk that way about your father. Let him alone. He don't need this. No, let him alone like you do. Fight in fools, to hang around street corners. Nobody to study to be something. I want to be a fight. So fight for something, not for money. Hands on. Boxing equipment. You don't have to discuss this with me.
Well, Miss John,
Thanks, Bob.
you already talked to his mom.
They got the speeches. Yeah, they got the games too.
Honey,
Yeah.
I saw you.
So what?
How much you talked about?
I'll take some more too. I want to get drunk.
Don't blame me. You only got there.
No, this is not enough.
No, you got it there. I saw you.
That's Coke. That's water.
Hey, have another cookie. They're homemade. Shorty? No. Shorty's from the same block. He's got 10 brothers and sisters. And 7 of them are out of work.
Times are very hard. It's not easy for a boy to get started nowadays. But if his friends in college, if he goes to school and gets an education, he makes sacrifices.
You end up wearing glasses and still broke.
We're very poor, Mrs. Davis. We've always been poor. My father scraped and when Prohibition came, he sold some of the bottled medicinal whiskey without prescription. What happened? Oh, they arrested him, fined him. I got fed up anyway, so I came to New York. We're not defensive. Did Charlie show you his medal? No. He won it at basketball. The very best in the whole school.
Oh, Mom. No.
Don't be bashful, Charlie. They wants to see.
Yeah, I heard your voice in the kitchen.
After dinner. Oh, will you come in here, please? Thank you.
I'm terribly sorry to put on for dinner, but it's hurry, hurry, hurry. Many cases, so few people.
So little cooperation. I won't be long. I have your letter here. This is Amadeus, is that right? Yes, I'm Amadeus. Now, just form the name upon the check. Race white, religion Jewish, nationality American. Is this your wife?
I'm Charlie Davis.
Are you unemployed?
You got a job for me?
Have you tried? He tried. All these questions must be answered, I'm sorry. Have you tried to get a job, Mrs. Davis?
Would I be asking for a loan from charity if I had funny work?
It isn't personal. We're supposed to ask. Have you any resources, any jewelry?
She has a wedding ring.
We don't ask our clients to sell their wedding rings. I wish you'd understand. I have to ask these questions.
Charlie, please go in the other room.
Is this furniture yours?
Get out of here.
Charlie, I won't have you talking like this.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
We have to ask questions if we're going to help.
We don't want any help. Tell them we're dead. We don't want any help.
I did it to buy myself fancy clothes. Fool! It's for you! To learn, to get an education, to make something of yourself.
Charlie, get me that bike from Quinn. I want money. Do you understand? Money, money!
I forbid, I forbid. Better buy a gun and shoot yourself.
You need money to buy a gun.
It's cold.
Hand up. You think I like the idea of waiting around for the whole world to make up its mind what to do with me? Well, I don't understand.
What is it you want to do?
There's only one thing I know how to do. Fight.
If you want to fight, fight.
And it's all right with you?
Anything you want is all right with me. I love you, John.
Be quick.
Tiger, tiger.
Yeah, that's right. I got claws, but not for you.
Quinn,
Hello, Shorty.
what are you doing up here? Couldn't you wait for Grand Central?
Got big news. Hey, Quinn. Hello, boy. Gee, that cigar stinks. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Pal, you got that news? You got that fight?
Well, I don't know.
Come on, tell me.
Hey, the hat's here.
Well, I like the new coat.
Quite the tie,
Oh,
Charlie.
never mind that. Come on, give us the coat, will you?
Oh, we got some business arrangements to take care of the first time.
Roberts?
Hello. Nobody fights the championship or anything unless Roberts gets cut. And you know that. He's the dole of the real estate everything business.
What does Roberts want?
Nothing much. Only Charlie.
I'll be cutting you to pieces, Charlie.
Ah, it only means more dough cut more ways. A bigger pie, more slices, more to eat for everybody.
And Roberts will be telling us what and when.
So what? Everybody's been telling us what and when. The guy who owned the arena, the guy who owned the fighter, the guy who owned the books, chief mobsters, gangsters, guys who own nothing. We've been fighting for peanuts and eating them. Right? Right. You know you can't get a fight in New York without Roberts to say so. Right? Right, okay. We'll make the deal. I'll be champ and I'll give the orders. I'll say what and when.
Then tell us what and when. You can't tell Roberts.
But the champ,
How'd you get the way to fight on?
you made me cut myself. It's my arm. Gee, you're right.
Good.
Hey, who's that?
I'm Victor. Mr. Quinn employed me.
Doing what?
The butler. Hello, Clay.
Hello, Shorty.
You look beautiful. You took the words out of my mouth. How's the job?
Wonderful. I'm third assistant designer now.
Where the bags go?
In there.
This week.
Yeah. Funny one. 19 knockouts, 2 decisions. I used to too. Hey, easy.
What's the matter?
Guy had a head like a rock. That'll be all right.
Unless,
Chicago.
unless,
Philadelphia.
unless.
Boston. Get something every time, but it's worth it. As long as you win. Look, lots of money, lots of clothes, lots of everything. Hey, Shorty, Shorty! What about the reservations, the tickets for the night?
Well, I want to talk to you.
How about a drink?
Well, it's early in the morning here, Charlie. We haven't said hello.
Hello, morning, noon, or night. What's the difference how you cut off the 24 hours? Well, what do you know?
The only trouble is Peg's picture's on the other side.
Oh, we'll find another ball that sends.
Sure. Look, it's even got a little sink. Bourbon, scotch, like milk, like cream. What do you have, folks? Just like the candy stuff. Want a 2-cent soda, Peg? Hey, Shorty, I thought I told you. Charlie, I like this. Come on. We got no secrets here.
I need some money.
What do you mean you need money? I thought I gave you something to eat for. Troy. All the time he needs money. What do you do with it?
I steal it. I go through your pockets every night to see if there's any left to send to your old lady.
Get the reservation. You, bring my bags.
What's wrong, Shorty?
No. Easy. Had a lot of fights. Wound up like
What do I got?
you two still getting married?
Time to say no.
Then get married right away.
Why? Have I got a rival?
Yeah. Money. You know what Charlie is? What they're making them? The money. Like gold mines, oil wells, 10% of the U.S. They cut them up in the U.S. You're the only one left, Peg. The only one. You won't listen to me. If you don't hold on to these goodbye Charlie days, marry him, Peg, but do it now. Now.
Look at you leaving tonight. Make the jokes. Let it be. What'd you decide on?
Champ and I talked it over. We owe you about 40 grand.
Exactly 40 grand.
Yeah. We figured if we could hold the title for 6 months or more, we could pick up some easy money, you know, making appearances.
The champ hasn't fought a real match in 2 years, Arnold. That costs money, no gates. We waited for a real contender. He's here.
I know.
It's a business, Arnold. We get one fight now, another in 6 months. That's money in the game. In the bank. Besides, I've been carrying you and your boy. Debts have to be paid, or it wouldn't be business.
I guess you're right, Mr. Roberts. Too bad about Ben getting hurt in that last fight. I like Ben. He was a real fighter.
I learned
Accidents happen.
it doesn't happen to other people. Mr. Ben's head cracking in that place, I wanted to do it. No more fights. That's what he wanted.
I told you. Get your boy in the ring.
It's up to you, Ben. You say no? No.
If it's no, I want the money right away. And I hold you responsible, Arnold.
People don't count with you, do they, Mr. Robinson? You've been square with me on fight days. Okay, Mr. Roberts.
In 2 months.
In 2 months. But we agree it's for a decision. No slugging. I don't want my champ killed, Mr. Roberts.
Nobody's gonna get killed.
Thank you, Mr. Roberts.
Have a good cigar, Clint. For the new champ.
Thanks, Mr. Roberts. Too bad about Ben's head. He was a great fighter.
Yeah, I like fighters, Quinn, better than horses. But you gotta look out for business. So we don't tell Charlie anything about this. Let him go in fighting and knock Ben out.
But Ben's sick, Mr. Roberts. Charlie might kill him.
The crowd likes a killer, and Charlie's a hard fighter. And look thinks that he takes it easy.
I know, Mr.
So
Roberts.
wipe your nose and forget the whole thing. Where's your boy? I asked you to bring him down.
He said you'd know where to find him.
Fresh kid, eh?
Yeah.
I'll see him.
Why don't you freshen your drink, Quinn? Let me taste it. Lay you off in front of the old lady, would you? You're sleepy. Why don't you go home?
I'm not sleeping. I'm just thinking.
Don't tell me. It's getting kind of late, Mrs. Davis.
Oh, I've waited all way, Shorty. I wouldn't want to disappoint Charlie.
I'm waiting for Charlie too.
Quinn promised me. Lucky to make lucky people. They're all looking over to the table. I think so that way.
And the uncle can. And that means it's gonna be rich. And that means you're gonna be rich.
I'm beautiful. Why should I want to be rich?
Well, hello.
Mom! I have a fine, wonderful.
Let me look. Let me see.
I haven't changed, neither of you. How do you like everything, huh?
Wonderful.
I'm sorry we kept you waiting, but Peg and I, we've been on the town.
My fault. My fault, everything. We danced and danced with Charlie till we couldn't get into it. Look at my legs. We broke the stores. And what do you think of my wedding present?
Yeah, we're gonna get married right away. We decided this afternoon.
Oh, now I am rich.
Getting married, that's great. Makes me feel fine. Okay, Shorty, that's enough. Wonderful.
Oh, it's been such a night. Such a day. Did you ever dream of that? Oh, she would have everything.
Oh, you need more of my dad. Chocolates. I love the caramel spicy grapes. And I'm just tasting it, honey.
And I was. And you're Charlie's mother. And you're Charlie's manager. And you're Charlie's friend.
Only one person watching. Ah, what happened to the rest of this?
You know,
What the heck? You're gonna baby this.
We're all know. You know who nobody is? Nobody is anybody who belongs to somebody. So if you belong to nobody, you're somebody. Understand?
I'll shut down the
Hey,
remote.
I'm sorry. This is ours, Charlie. She's a friend of mine. She sings the night front.
Glad to meet you, Charlie.
Hello. And Miss Boone.
Hello? Could I try it on?
It's all yours.
Well, when's the wedding? Right away. Good, good.
We'll invite the whole table. You want to have it uptown or down?
Uptown.
Downtown.
Any place, as long as it's legal.
Gee, soft like baby skin. Gonna cost a lot of dough.
The rich man's blood. Robert Roberts.
Hello, Mr. Roberts. We've been waiting for you.
Bless your way.
Well, I'm Roberts. You're Charlie Davis. Yeah. Pleased to meet you, Mr. Roberts. This is my mother. How do you do, Miss? And this is my girl. We're going to get married. Just bought her a mink coat for wedding present.
And who's this?
Huh? Oh, that's my friend, Shorty. How about a drink, Mr. Roberts?
Never touch it.
How do you like the layout, huh?
Very nice.
You know, we got a wonderful view. You can see the whole park from here. What's on your mind, Roberts?
Oh, social call.
Social call. What kind of a deal did you cook up with Quinn? Hey, off, Shorty.
What is this service?
That's my friend. 10%.
Good evening, Fred.
Good evening, partner. Watch your arm, Charlie. I told you it was my arm, didn't I?
Well, can we talk?
Yeah. Who's this?
He's with me.
Well, she's with me.
We have to get straightened out on this deal, Charlie.
I thought you arranged that with Quinn.
I don't talk money with twins.
What do you want?
I only make one kind of deal, Charlie. From now until the time you retire, 50%.
50% of what? Quinn gets 30%, Shorty gets 10%, and I get 60.
You want to crack at the title, don't you, Charlie? We start fresh. You're a fresh young kid, so we start fresh. It's always 100%. You take 50 and I take 50.
Well, what about the Quinn?
He's your manager. We both need him. You give him 5% and I'll give him 5%.
What about Shorty?
I don't ask you what you give your mother, Charlie, or your girl. You want Shorty for laughs, give him the 10%. I pay my expenses, you pay yours.
Well, Shorty gets 10%.
I told you, I only make one kind of deal, Charlie. This way, you fight for the championship right away.
Okay. I'll take care of Shorty myself. But, don't say anything about it.
It's your friend. You're my partner.
It's a deal.
Oh, what about me?
What?
What percent do I make? After all, I made him what he is. Because I told him to fight.
My business is only 100%. I'd like to say goodnight to your mother, Charlie.
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure. Mom. Mom.
Mr. Roberts, I'd like to say goodnight. I was awfully glad to meet you, Mrs. Davis. You're a lucky woman to have a boy like Charlie. He's going to make a lot of money. Enough for everybody. No more candy store for you, man. It's a lot nicer, ain't it?
What's this?
Just a little on account, Charlie. I know you must be running short. Good night, Mrs. Davis. By the way, Charlie, you want to start trading right away? Fight goes on in 2 months, you know.
Oh, it can't be too soon for me.
Oh, take a tip, kid.
What's that?
Postpone the wedding bells. Keep your mind on the fight. Good night, Charlie's girl. Very nice coat. Remember, after me comes Sable. See you, Charlie.
Night. Shorty, you got a lot of work to do. I want you to set up that training camp. Get a hold of Quinn. Tell him to get me the best sparring partners in town. When do you want to start? Well, you heard him right away.
Then you're not gonna get married?
Well, sure we're gonna get married, but I can wait.
Why can't the fight wait?
You can't do a thing like that. Explain it to her, will you, Shorty?
Charlie's absolutely right, Mrs. Davis. You can't postpone a fight. We can wait.
Why can't we drive up to Greenwich tonight? You can get married right away.
No, Sean. We'll wait.
That's my baby. And you know what else, Mom? I think you ought to get rid of the candy store and come and live here on a decent place.
I live in a decent place, John.
Yeah, it's paid for. Sure. By who? By Roberts. What's the difference? What are you beefing about? It's money, ain't it? You get it, Peg, don't you?
I get it.
walking around. I don't want him to cool off.
I've been thinking, Charlie, you've been working too hard. Why don't you take a few days off and go to the city and see Peg, huh?
I feel fine.
The last few weeks get kind of tough, don't they, Chuck?
Yeah.
I'm beginning to feel the stress.
I'm hoping that I'm monitoring my good husband, good talk like.
No.
Awful, eh? Don't want to overdo it.
Neither do you.
What have I got to lose?
What have you got to win?
Hi, Charlie. When are you going back to the city?
No hurry. The club doesn't open for another week.
Maybe you need a week to get ready.
I don't think so. I'm beginning to like it up here. I think I'll stay.
Now listen now.
No, you listen to me. Don't forget, you maybe come up here.
Yeah, I'd like to see you get ahead of us.
What'd you ever do about it?
Nothing. I never done anything about it. You done everything about it. Job in the nightclub.
That lousy job.
The clothes you're wearing.
The one I'm back, I'll give you back in spades.
Take it easy, please.
Can't take that, can you?
No, I guess I can't. For me to you a word of advice. People shouldn't be too ambitious at first. You drive too fast, you'll break your neck.
Kill him, Charlie. Kill him.
I'm going to do some love.
We'll get him down to the hospital. Get some x-rays. I'll call an ambulance.
You don't have to over there.
We'll see. You must have hit him awful hard.
Anything I can do. Anything. Any money into.
Is he all right?
You won't be all right. You know that.
Take it easy on him. Go ahead, Charlie. Everybody be waiting. I'll stay up here. Go ahead. George, keep the champagne cold.
Come on, Charlie.
Mr. Arnold, anything I can do. Just say the word. Anything. Come on, Shorty. I'll stick around back down to the hospital. It's a good idea. I'll see you later.
I'll take care of this.
You promised to have Davis take it easy. Look at him. Maybe he'll die.
You better beat it, Shorty.
What for? Who promised to take care of what?
Have it your way. You got any complaints?
Me? I got no complaints. He got complaints. Maybe he'll die.
Everybody dies.
You, Lieutenant, has a blood clot in the brain. You promised.
What do you want? A few grand more? You got it. Anything on your mind, too?
Money.
Good.
I don't like being your partner, Roberts. I'm out. I think after tonight, Charlie.
We'll be on the side. We're not partners. You're out already. Whatever you get from Charlie. Didn't he tell you? No. Check it. Send me the hospital phone.
Happy with a wonderful life.
You wouldn't go down, it was like a rock.
Who's sexy? You or him?
That's how you saw him, Peg. You saw him.
I saw him, Charlie. I
That's
saw him.
bullshit.
They're shorty, Charlie.
Shorty! Hey, Shorty!
The kings of the world, Shorty.
Aren't you going to join us, Shorty?
No.
Why not?
What's the matter?
You didn't win the title, Charlie. Ben was double-crossed. They promised him an easy go.
Where do you get that stuff? Who promised who?
Ben was sick. He had a blood clot, and they all knew.
A black? You didn't know that, Charlie, did you?
No. I didn't. It's the old alibi, champ. You'll get used to it. Come on, let's sit down, everybody, and celebrate.
What's the matter, Shorty? Don't you think I beat him square? You beat him foul. Ask Quinn. Ask Roberts. I don't like partners like Roberts, Charlie. It's rotten enough without him. Tell him he's out.
What are you talking about, Shorty? You crazy? You want to make trouble? You can't believe everything you hear?
Can I believe Roberts? He told me to check with you. He said I was out. Am I out? You're going to keep on giving me the 10% for old time's sake.
Yes.
I had to tell him, champ. There's only room for one in the driver's seat, and that's you.
Sure, what's the difference? We won, didn't we? That's what we wanted. We didn't win. He won.
Come on, let's sit down. We'll talk about it some other time.
We're going to talk about it right now.
That's right. Now's the time, now. It's not enough to be great, Charlie. I try to tell you in Philly. I try to tell you in L.A. We're infested with rats. He's not just a kid who can fight. He's money. And people want money so bad, they make it stink. They make you stink.
If you don't like the racket, Shorty, you can always quit.
I quit before I ever came in here. If there's any sense left, I'll do the same. I'm through and you can keep your pension.
Come on, Shorty, let's all relax. Come on.
Shorty, Shorty.
Don't leave me alone, because I can't do it all by myself. I remember long ago he came to us and asked us, and we said, it's all right, Charlie, go ahead. Now we've got to help him.
Nobody can help. He's got to help himself. We all know you can fight. Thanks, friend.
Charlie, Charlie's hurt.
And he walked right into it. He didn't know where he was going. Too late.
What's the matter? You lose your key?
No, I'd like to have a cigarette if you don't mind. only say, Charlie, that it started here or there. But we're in something horrible and we've got to get out.
What can I do? Go back to the candy store? It was an accident.
Only the dying, nothing else. It was all inevitable. You must quit.
It took a long time, Patty. Rotten and hard and tough. Now I'm a champ. Now it's gonna be easy. I can't stop now. I can't throw it all away. It's what we wanted.
Charlie, we can't live with these people. I couldn't bear it.
You won't have to see him or meet him again. We'll live fine. I'll make the money. I'll look after Ben. Believe me, I'll do everything I can. I can't start again. From what? With what?
Charlie, we all have to start again with nothing anyway, someday. Only it'll be worse. You'll be like Ben.
I'm too smart for that.
It's nothing to argue, Charlie. I can't live this way. You stop now. I stop.
But that's not fair.
Was it fair for Short to die?
It was an accident.
And for Ben to fight with a blood clot?
I didn't know.
Charlie, one way or the other.
But I'm a champ.
You mean Roberts? Charlie, I can't marry you. That'd just mean marrying him.
Come on, take the money. Take it. And how about working with me? It's not charity. I need someone. Someone I can trust.
Okay, Charlie. Okay.
Not this time, Charlie.
What's the matter? You know I'm good for the money.
Only if you fight.
So I'll fight.
And it's gotta be Marlowe. Leave the door open, you dope.
Crazy coming in here in front of everybody.
It's a gym. People come and go here. Besides, I'm an admirer of yours. I like to watch you train. So you're all set for the Marlowe match?
Yeah, we're all set.
That's great. The odds are 2-1 for you to win. It's a lot of dough if you bet on Marlowe. I ain't handing no title over to any kid. I can beat him. Betting on yourself to win, Charlie? I didn't think you were punch drunk yet. Well, I think I can beat him. You're not thinking, Charlie. You dream, and it's only natural after all these years of living good. Fight now and then, the dough rolling in, the dough rolling out. You begin to dream this can go on forever. When I lose the championship, they'll have to carry me out. This gym is full of guys who were carried out.
Mr. Roberts is right, Charlie.
You'd like to see me take a dive, wouldn't you?
No, why should I? The money in the bank, tell me, but facts are facts, Charlie.
Yeah? How much of my money you got in the bank, Quinn? How much you got, Charlie? 60 grand in there. I want to count it. 60 grand. A clean, fast fight. 15 rounds to a decision. 60 grand at 2 to 1. You're under the purse at 2 to 1. I'm good at figures, Charlie. It'll add up to a fortune. Besides, you don't like fighting anymore. You like living too much. So why not live the easy life? Maybe open a cafe with this singer, what's her name? Alice. Yeah, Alice. You punch the cash register instead of getting punched. You got a million friends, Charlie. You can't miss. All right, Charlie. Let's stop being nice to each other. We agreed to make a killing on this fight months ago. You're into me for a lot of dough. I made my arrangements with Marlowe and a lot of other people. Nobody backs out now. That's the way it is. Besides, a lot of guys think Marlowe can beat you on the square. I don't take no dive for nobody. What do you think I am, a tanker? Who's asking you to take a dive? 15 rounds to a decision. 15-round decision? That's right. You get ready to bet that dough, Charlie. See that you give it to me to bet for you. I'll get you a few extra points. Go ahead, man.
Still on, Mr. Roberts. No thanks to you.
You still sore? I should have done something for you, Ben.
I like being Charlie's treat.
Here's a little something sweet in the past.
I don't take blood money, Mr. Roberts. Mine or anybody else's.
You'll have to bend down to pick it up, Ben. Take it easy, Ben. You mustn't get excited.
Here, Charlie. The last couple of weeks, I've been fighting in my head all the time.
You gotta get your real examination, man.
Yeah.
Are you all right now?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah. Take the money, man. It's not like people. It's got no memory. You don't think.
Did you sell the fight, Charlie?
Are you crazy? I'll see you up in camp. Take it easy.
Leave the doors open, Quinn. What'll people think?
Do you care?
Enterprise, Mr. Spock, temporarily in command. On the planet, the ruins of an ancient and long-dead civilization. Ship Surgeon McCoy and myself are now beaming down to the planet's surface. Our mission? Routine medical examination of archaeologist Robert Crater and his wife Nancy.
They come and they go, but I stay. That's the reason you should listen to me, baby.
Don't you ever get tired?
No. I got no time for pride. You could had the whole world, so he leaned over sideways and grabbed you.
Nobody grabbed me, I grabbed him.
Sure, baby, sure, all love in the yard wide, but every time he's low down, he's got a pig. He's not gonna feel so high after this fight.
I don't care where his heart is, only the money.
What about me? How I feel?
Don't romantically claim you're getting old.
You could use a new paint job yourself.
And I know where to get it.
Hey, John. Early delivery today.
Charlie, come in. Trouble?
No, no.
Well, I better make some coffee. You look as if you need some. Isn't this a trifle early for you?
Oh, I got up early this morning. That is, I didn't get to sleep.
Oh, celebrating the Marlow match.
I tried to. I thought you skipped all the places in the papers that mentioned my name.
On the contrary, I read about you religiously. Orange juice?
Sure.
Yes, I've been promoted since you were last here. I'm fully fledged designer now.
That's great.
For good health. What is it this time, Charlie? Last time you came, it was because you were bored. And the year before, you were lonely. Once it was your birthday, twice it was mine. What's the occasion now? I don't understand. I worked very late last night, so I'm not very bright this morning, but I'll try now. What do you want? Advice? Comfort? Recriminations?
I brought this too.
Doesn't look like me. It's bad technique. Is this your problem? Don't you want it anymore?
No.
Just just don't understand. Now, I'm still half asleep. If you don't want it anymore, why return it after all these years?
I want you.
Well, here I am, Charlie.
I'm scared. So low down. I had to see. I wondered. I had to find out. Once and for all, I had to know. And we won't be broke. It's my last fight. Look, I got 60 grand and more to come, and I'll fight.
Don't tell me what you can get me. Don't tell me what you can buy. You've got nothing to buy.
I said all that once before, didn't I?
Don't talk, Charlie. Just sit. Because you'll only start saying those things you've learned to say. Not what you once were. What you are.
Ever since Irma left, it runs over.
Irma? And where is she?
In Texas,
Texas? Doing what?
she's married.
She married the first guy that ever bought a statue from her.
Is she happy?
Oh, deliriously. It all happened on a rainy afternoon. Yeah. Things happen that way. Sometimes you wait very long for happiness, and sometimes you fall over it just before you learn to walk. She just walked it all jumping. Well, I must be jumping, though I can't think why. I think I'm ill. I'm running a high. What am I talking about? You know? Do you know what it's like to love and be alone?
Don't poke it, pat it gently.
Is it spoiled?
No.
I'm trying to be useful.
Then get me a saucer. Yeah. Let the expert have a taste. One pretty woman in the family's enough.
More.
You approve?
You know, that's a taste that never leaves your mouth.
The expert approves.
Say, I meant to ask you. What did the old lady say when you told her this was my last fight?
She cried. And then she said the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my life.
What?
Well, she said she didn't think that at her age she could still fall in love again.
With who?
What?
Oh, by the way, what'd you do with all my money?
I put it in my bank.
Well, in the morning I'll go down with you and pick it up.
What for?
Oh, I need it.
Why?
Well, to bet on the fight.
Charlie, if you lose the fight and the money, then you'll want to fight again. No. I'm not going to give you the money to bet. We're rich enough.
Charlie, your sight was so right.
Hello, Jimmy.
Good to see you. You look wonderful.
Oh,
You look fine. You know Miss Bond, Charlie's fiancée?
this is the special.
Here you are, Mr. Davis. Charlie, something special for you. Straight from the Garden of Eden.
Thanks.
Have some wine, Jimmy. What's the occasion? Charlie's last fight. You don't say.
Well, don't spread it around, Jimmy.
I'm lucky grave. Does that mean you won't fight anymore?
That's right.
Well, so you'll retire champion. That's bad. It's good.
To the future retired champion of the world, good luck. And to my $5 that I bet on the fight, good luck too. Good. Excuse me. Charlie, everybody is betting on you. The whole neighborhood, like it was the Irish sweepstakes.
People shouldn't bet.
No, Mrs. Davis. It isn't the money. It's a way of showing. Over in Europe, the Nazis are killing people like us just because of their religion. But here, Charlie Davis is champion. So you win, you retire champion, and we are proud. Period. I'm glad I met you. Hey, Charlie, hey, when you leave, stop in and say toodle-doo.
What's the matter with people anyway? Why do they have to bet?
It's a racket.
Don't they know it's a racket?
People gamble.
They know they're suckers. Tell them not to bet on me.
I'm too old to walk up and down New York telling people not to bet, especially when they win.
You don't win all the time, you can lose too. Suckers like Shimon shouldn't bet.
Suckers like Shimon. No, you didn't hear what he said, Charlie. It isn't the $5.
I heard. I can still lose.
That's right, Charlie. But why bet? Why take a chance?
Well, you don't understand. It's a different thing. I don't want to quit without money. I don't want to end up broke.
Well, you've got $60,000. You can stop right now.
Stop now. Are you kidding? There's $1 million riding on my back. If I don't fight, I don't get a dime. I'm all mobbed up, tied hand and foot down to my last buck. You think I want to end up like Ben, punchy, with a blood clot on the brain, waiting to die any day, or with a bullet in my back in an alley?
What do you mean, bullet?
Don't you understand? The fight's fixed.
Fixed? What does it mean, fixed?
It means I'm throwing the fight.
Throwing the fight?
It means I'm gonna lose. It's all arranged. It's a racket anyway. That's why I want to bet the 60 grand. You get it, Peg, don't you?
Yeah, I get it.
It's an investment, a sure bet. Well, what do you want? What are you looking at?
And you didn't understand what Shimon said.
It's none of my business what they think or what they do. Nobody looks out for me.
Poor Charlie, nobody's looking out for you.
You're all so high and mighty. You wouldn't even have that dirty candy store if it wasn't for me. You wouldn't have a dime, the clothes on your back. It's my money, isn't it? You were in such a big hurry to take it and slap it in the bank. Sure, you said we're rich enough like the rest of them. What comes out of my hide? I take the beatings and you take the dough like all the rest of them. Well, this time I'm taking care of the dough. Give me back that 60 grand.
That's right. I'm like the rest of them. So you want your money back? Or take it back? And everything else you've given me. Yeah, what everybody gives you. The long years of happiness, the promises broken, the lonely nights.
That's enough, Charlie.
Take it easy for the rest of the day. Been that way for 2 months, boys. There's no stopping it. It's gonna be a Marlowe massacre. Looking great, Chad.
Thanks, Pete. You're fine. Like an evening around.
Good.
Last night, eh, Charlie?
Yeah.
I always get a sort of sad feeling when I see him break again. Tearing down the ring, like the kid. It always felt so good after a win. Walk down Lenox Avenue, Kids all crazy for you. I'm proud. Champion of the world, the whole world to know. You fixed a fight, didn't you?
I've been worried about you, Ben. 3 or 4 times the last month you fainted. But I got it all arranged. Not like a hospital. They got doctors. They give you tests, kind of like a checkup. You know, your head's been getting worse. The fella's got to take care of himself.
It's been pretty bad lately. That's why I shouldn't have fought you. These fans, we ain't got what it takes. If you keep on top of me, you go down. I know.
I got you covered, Ben. You haven't got a thing to worry about. The bet's in there for you, too.
That's what I figured. I knew that day at the gymnasium. All this monkey business with the train to run the odds up against Marlowe, and you're not really trained at all. What are you ducking out on, Charlie? You can be on top for years yet.
That's the way things are, Ben. That's the way they are. Be a big chunk of dough, and I'm through. It's enough.
Why? There's nobody in your class. Well, I watch this Marlowe study. He backs away and shoots left and backs away. You keep on top of him, he'll go down. I know he'll go down. Look, I'll show you. Look, Charlie, you keep on top of him like this, see? And then one good punch.
I know.
Miss Roberts talked to you a little too fast.
I'd like a word with you, Ben.
Say it, Mr. Roberts.
When are you leaving?
Tomorrow when Charlie leaves.
I think you better go tonight.
Where to, Mr. Roberts?
Well, we don't have to see you. Now, take it easy. I'm taking it easy. We'll get somebody else for your corner, Charlie.
Let Charlie take care of that.
He's taken care of. Get out tonight and keep your mouth shut.
Now, wait a minute, Roberts. Maybe Ben is right. What's our hurry? Maybe we figured this Marlowe wrong. Maybe we could cover.
Don't second guess me, Charlie. It's all set. You bet your pile on yourself to lose. So what are we talking about? I told Quinn to dump you months ago. He said Charlie wanted you. Well, Charlie doesn't want you anymore.
Let Charlie tell me.
I'm telling you. Start running.
You double-crossed me before. Now I'm through, done, washed out. I don't scare easy anymore.
Punchy, Ben, your head's soft.
Leave him alone. He's sick.
I let you stay on Charlie's pension list.
You don't tell me how to live.
No, but I'll tell you how to die. Ben, that's crazy. Punch my right out of here.
Come on, I don't scare anymore. I don't scare anymore.
Ben. Ben! Ben, get up, will you? Come on, Ben. Ben. Ben, come on, get up. Ben, you'll be all right. Come on, get up.
Just say no.
Get a doctor, will you?
No, 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 I don't want to. I don't want to. I can take it.
What are you worrying so about?
Always so bad. I can take it. I can take it. I can take it. I gotta take it. I'm the champ.
I think he's dead. Coach here? No. It's time to get ready. We've only got a few minutes. Did you have a good sleep?
Yeah.
You hear Marlowe is so nervous he can hardly sit still. He ain't taking it easy. Lying back so relaxed. And he's got plenty to be nervous about, too. They're simply going to carry him out of that ring. Makes you feel kind of funny not having been with you. He was a great champ.
Hang your head. Get ready.
I was talking to a few of the reporters out in the hall. They asked me how you felt. I said, what do you think a champ feels? He's sleeping inside.
Yeah, dreaming.
Introducing the worthy contender and past and rugged boy from the Lone Star State, Jackie Morrow. And now, introducing a great champion who has met and defeated all the leading contenders, the champion of the world, Charlie Davis. Leading down to the knockdown, judges, Hendrick, Wardson, Paul Stockton.
Hey, this is fun.
Still no action in this fight, ladies and gentlemen. The champion went badly out of the Couple hours. It's the end of the 12th.
Fall down at 15.
out, you rat. So, thanks. We got a new champion.
Sorry, buddy, just lost his head.
The bell rings, get in there and finish it, son. Choo. Choo. Guy's crazy. It's crazy. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. Keep running and you'll be catching him. You're behind at points and you gotta knock him out to win. You know what you're doing, Charlie? Nice storm coming up. Stay away from it. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. Great silence is descending over this crowd. They seem to sense the chill. There's fear in Marlowe's eyes as Davis looks for an opening. Davis is following Marlowe around the ring now like a tiger stalking his prey.
John.
camp.
Get yourself a new boy. I retire.
What makes you think you can get away with this?
What are you gonna do? Kill me? Everybody dies. Hey, let us go.
Are you all right? Are you all right? Are you all right?
I never felt better in my life.
That was Canada Lee as Ben in Body and Soul. John Garfield pushed for Lee to be cast in the film, knowing he was an impressive stage actor who refused to play stereotypes. Lee only had a very short film career, but he made an impact in movies like Lifeboat from 1944 and Cry the Beloved Country from 1951. He always strove to change his parts, injecting dignity into the characters. Lee was vocal about the struggles of Black actors in Hollywood, saying his greatest wish was to help win better roles for people of my race and to win a better understanding of people of my race. In response, Hollywood blacklisted Lee, and the stress of all of that led him to a heart attack in 1952, and he passed away just a few weeks before John Garfield died in a similar way. Well, there's more in our salute to John Garfield next on TCM as he assists in A Cuban Revolution in a film directed by John Huston.
Sharpen your film smarts. Wow! Explore the extensive TCM library. Find an eclectic retrospective of star biographies, film surveys, and viewing guides, curated by Turner Classic Movies. Each book introduces readers to expert authors and historians who add unique depth and cultural context to motion picture history.
But have you read it?
The TCM library is a must-have for movie lovers. Now available, the sequel to TCM's bestseller, The Essentials Volume 2, 52 more must-see movies and why they matter, by Jeremy Arnold.
If you want to be more than just a casual movie fan, you really ought to take a look at these movies.
Richly illustrated with hundreds of photographs and insightful commentary. It's the perfect introduction to classic movies from the experts at TCM. Find this title and more from the TCM library at shop.tcm.com and wherever books or ebooks are sold.
That's what I am. I knew you were married and I walked right in with my eyes wide open. I'm immune to happiness.
Well, immune is not your mouth.
You call that happiness?
My darling, you are crying.
He's only
Oh, talk like that.
You see, no one ever called me darling. Charlotte Davis. Old secret life hidden up here behind a locked door. It's worse than these images suppose. Much worse. I can only hope that the shameful answer in the light. Come on,
And put in the dog is the child in the picture?
I'll tell you everything.
You gonna be tomorrow?
Honey, I told you not to talk about project right now. No problem.
My name is Jeffrey Vance. I'm a film historian and author who specializes in early Hollywood, particularly the silent film era. And one of my favorite filmmakers is King Vidor. One of the reasons was he was one of the few veterans of the silent film era I was privileged to meet. I was a little boy and I attended a screening of The Big Parade, and it was a screening that he was attending and did a Q&A afterwards. And I asked a question, and he was rather taken by the fact that this boy of 10 years of age was interested in his movie, a silent movie that's over 2 hours long. So after the film, we met, and I just thought he was the most marvelous man. I remember him patting me on the head, and I was on my way, and I had met one of the giants of the film industry. And I think the intelligence, the warmth, the clarity of his ideas that I encountered that day, you see in all his films. He loved the movies. At a certain point, he made the trip by car to California and quickly became a director. He made his first independent film in 1918. It was called A Turn in the Road. And from there, he created his own studio called Vidor Village and tried to be an independent filmmaker for a while. But then he was signed by MGM, made His Hour, Wife of the Centaur, and then that led to The Big Parade, and the rest is history. If you look at King Vidor's films, they run the entire gamut. I mean, he could do westerns, he could do women's pictures, he could do comedies. People would like to pigeonhole directors, but sometimes you can't, and he's one of them. He's just too great for that. King Vidor managed to navigate the frustrations and disappointments of the studio system by doing films that meant something to him in exchange for doing films that maybe the studio wanted. So he could do The Big Parade, which would be considered one of his personal projects, or The Crowd, which would be one of his personal projects. But in exchange, he might have to do several Marion Davies films. But because his films made the buck, he had some freedom there to do and explore things that might not otherwise be done. When they weren't willing to put up the money, he found the money. A film like Our Daily Bread was made independently, and he found the money himself. In 1929, when everyone was terrified of sound films, he made a film with an all-African-American cast with music called Hallelujah, shot on location. And that was very brave. F. Scott Fitzgerald described King Vidor as the only American-born director with an interesting temperament and an artistic conscience. King Vidor is an important director to know for anyone that wants to understand visual storytelling. He was essentially a silent film director. Half of his body of work, of feature films, were silent pictures, and he made some of the best of them that have ever come out of America. And his clarity, his commitment to his ideas, his ability to set up a shot, his choices, how he can take on big ideas and express them in intimate moments is something anyone interested in movies would want to take a look at, because he was one of the great masters. There's no question about it. King Vidor is one of the giants of the motion picture industry, silent or sound.
Loved every minute of it.
Go on, sister. Tell me another piece.
Once upon a time, there was a poor little rich boy
Child everybody.
who pickled his tiny brain with gin and bourbon
Not so scared.
till he got so stinking blind he couldn't see what was
beginning of a love affair.
Like Betty Davis, right? Jump. Really tough part. You jump out, you get the cord, and just pray to the good Lord that it's going to open.
My best friend. My lifelong pal. What a laugh. You crawling snake.
It was a chance to truly prove that I could either do something pretty good or completely fall on my face. I can remember that Lauren Bacall, she said, you're crazy. Your eyes are crazy. I said, you're supposed to be crazy. He said, I don't mean acting crazy. You really are crazy.
How you look now. Like you did that night at the Miami airport. When I took you off the plane.
Kyle, I will see Dr. Cochran this morning.
He told you about me. Didn't he?
Now listen, after run across it, I'm going to take this slide at you, and you're going to watch my hand. Because you're going to hurt it. Well, she was wrong. I mean, how many times do you give him a chance to hit Lauren Bacall? So she has a miscarriage and try to kill Rock Hudson.
Then he wants to correct.
Right here, big full.
Honey, you should not pull up my clothes because I will pull them tomorrow.
I didn't fold them, I just straight them straightened out. What are you doing with them?
Lauren Bacall's mirrors, troubled playboy Robert Stack, results in intense.
Well, Chuck, and also.